Wow. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It is Dango News Monday. Welcome to Dango News Monday. How has everyone's Monday been? Oh, I just realized I want to move my windows around. I want to put that over there and put this over here. Okay. Yay! I see Delta reached a 10 stream streak. Have I already done that many streams? Also, let me move this thingy. Let me test that. Hey, one of you rats. Okay, I fixed it. There we go. Whee! Mandatory rat juggling time. Oh. Woo! 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 How do my rats feel about being juggled? Yeah. Thanks for the rat tax. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. One more. Woo! Your wish is my command. My rats want the uppies. You! Alright. So. Thanks for the head pats. Let's do new stuff. The fastest uppies I've ever received. Yeah, I only do fast uppies around here. I don't do no slow uppies. No. No, I get shit done around here. Excuse me. Okay. So, how do I want to structure these Dango News Mondays? I guess we should talk about what went on in the past week first, right? So, all the things that we did last week. You know what? This is a good opportunity to just kind of wind down. I know Monday's the beginning of the week, but we can wind down the previous week before hyping up the next one. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So, what I'm gonna do actually is I'm just gonna grab a bunch of my thumbnails, and I'm gonna use that to go through everything that we did in the last week. How does that sound? I think that sounds pretty cool. So, we did Dango News Monday. We did a whole lot of kimono tea time. Then we did... What did we do on Friday? We did Peach Ball on Friday. There it is. Then we did VCAT, and then we did, Breath Ball. So I'm just gonna... Whoa! Okay. Is there a way I can... Okay, you know what? So... Last Monday, we did our first Dango News Monday. And then we voted on the next community night. Which we decided that we would do VR chat for that. Isn't that fun? And it was the first stream to mark an ongoing series for us, of which this is the second episode. Wow, so meta. And then after that, we were playing Kimono Tea Time, and we did this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it was very sad, very depressing, and very good. I really like this game, and I really want to finish it and see what's coming next. So we will continue doing Kimono Tea Time until we finish it. So I have in the schedule that I'll do it for the next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. If I finish it within that time frame, then we will pivot to do something else. But yeah, I don't know how long the game is actually. Like, I know there's multiple endings, but I don't know how long it takes to do that, or what the conditions are, or what. So I mean, I don't know how close I am to the end. So oh, episode 2? Okay, got it. We'll do number 2 in the title. Not a bad suggestion, not a bad suggestion. There we go, updated. Yeah, so we did this for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that was pretty great. And yeah, lots of sad stuff happening. And it and it made the subsequent Peach Ball stream that we did. It made this one very interesting because, as you can see here, I'm gonna not hide chat. As you can see here, these girls are in fact also kimono mimis. So it made it very interesting, the implications of the kimono virus. But yeah, we did this Peach Ball stream to mark our first episode of Degen Friday, of which this Friday will be episode number 2, which I may play Peach Ball again, but I may also play a different degenerate game. Coming to think of it, I actually don't know too many games that have like a streamer safe mode but are also degenerate. So Peach Ball may be a nice safe bet for most Degen Fridays. Who knows? Who knows? I have a feeling a lot of these Degen Fridays will be visual novels, because that seems to be a very common genre for having some degenerate content, but also a streamer safe mode. We shall see. But anyway, that was on Friday, and then on Saturday, well, we had done the community night that we decided on during our Monday news stream. I'm just gonna put this over here. I'm just gonna move these up. Or rather, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. We'll do this. Yeah, now it's in order. Okay. Yeah, so we explored the two of the summer 2026 VCAT Worlds in VR chat, and it was very fun. We had Razzie and Cherry joining us, and Delta. We had Razzie, Delta, Cherry, Lemma. We had some fun times there. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I had a little bit of some to be completely honest, I'm gonna I'll say, I didn't say this during the stream, but I'll say now that by the end of it, I was getting a tiny bit motion sick because of the frame rate drops I was getting, which is fine. I still had a good time, but I'm realizing now, like, oh damn, I was a little bit off that day, but we still had a good time, and I still had a good time, and it was fun, and the worlds were pretty cool. We were visited by the Razziest table goblin, and that was, of course, a good time. And then the last thing we did was we played Pratfall with Razius, Mount, Zinni, and Zinnius. I said that weird. It looks like I'm topless. This is perfect. Oh yeah. No, don't ban me. I'm not topless. Don't ban me, Twitch. Don't ban me. But yeah. That was a very fun collab. It's a lot like Peak, but instead of go up, you go down. And I say that as if I've played Peak. I have not played Peak, actually. Sorry, I was taking a drink. Anyway. Yeah, so that was the past week. And I came into last week thinking, okay, I'm just gonna stream 5 times a week. But then I ended up doing a stream every day, and I survived. So I'm thinking I'll try to do every single day. Why not? But that being said, I don't know how long I can keep that up personally. I've never done like an everyday streaming kind of thing. So every now and then I'm gonna say that I'm gonna leave the weekends to be pretty flexible. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Saturdays I'm gonna have a community night no matter what. Yeah. So, I'm gonna have Saturdays no matter what for a community night. But Sundays, I've decided I'm gonna let Sunday be a little flexible. If, like, I might, for Sundays, I would keep an eye on the Discord. To see if I'm going to do them. Thanks for the rat tax. I put it on the schedule, because I'm feeling spry. Thanks for the rat tax. Because I would like to do something on Sunday, but we'll see. I just want to set that expectation for that Sunday. I might be a little flexible with it. I want to dedicate Sundays mostly to just like kind of off the cuff, whatever. You know, if I feel like streaming that day, then I'll just do it. You know. And so I put on the schedule something or other. You know, I might hop in just to, I don't know, play Osu for a little bit, and then, you know, or maybe. I would say art stream, but damn, I can't stream any of my art. It's not probably a little too spicy for this site. I don't know. Yeah, so we'll see. But that's kind of the expectation I want to set going forward. For right now, the 9 p.m. slot is still pretty good. Yeah. 9 p.m. slot is still good for me. Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, that was the previous week. And now, for this week. Oh, I also want to announce things that, other things, regarding. What? Okay, sorry. I was confused by something. Okay, anyway. I also want to go through another thing that happened last week, if I can find it. I also want to showcase some more images added to the fan art folder. We have, full screen. We have this lovely image, amongst others, in the Discord of our VCat hangout on Friday. It's very cute. Look at all of us. Look at Lemma and Delta and me and Cherry doing a thumbs up on my heart hands. The table goblin. Very fun. That is now in the fan art folder, which cycles through the images in the beginning of the stream. I'm sure it came up a few times. And then we also have, from a friend of Idiot Among Us, we have this lovely work of art. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? Where am I gonna put this? I'm gonna put this over here so you can still see some of the chat. Yeah. Yeah. I have limited words to describe this scenario, but it's beautiful. So that is also in our fan art folder. The magnum opus, yes. Isn't this something? What a time to tune in. Wow, Mount. Welcome in. I'm just I'm going over the news. And yes, this is an artwork that exists. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Idiot, for gifting a sub to Mount. It's very kind of you. Oh, I'm tall now. Of course I am. Of course. And I'm Greg. Hold on, I gotta move this out of the way. Oh, Gregnancy? Where's the Gregnancy? Did we miss it already? No, where's my Gregnancy? Hold on, I'll make myself Gregnant again. Just for you. Mwah. Where's my Gregnant? I lost my... What? Oh, there it is. There you go, I made myself Gregnant again just for you. Mwah. That's crazy work. Anyway. Yay! Yeah. I'm eating another one. Oh wait, hold on. Who wants to get eaten? Who wants to get eaten? I'll put this over here. You volunteer? Okay. There you are. Wow. You vote Delta? Okay, Delta, you're next. Wow. And you know what, Idiot? You'll get eaten next too. Oh no, no. Oh no, I had a little bit of a spit up. Hold on. Yummy, yummy. Wow. Ah. Anyway. Yummy. Yummy snacks. Yummy rat snacks. Yummy, yummy. Anyway. Okay. So, that was last week's news. Lots of stuff happened. And for this week, let's get the first thing on the agenda out of the way. We gotta figure out what we want to do for our community night on Saturday. So, let's vote on the first, I guess, category here. Community night. So we could do a movie. We could do a game. We could do... I mean, really, that's the only two options, right? Some kind of game, some kind of movie. Yeah, sure. Okay, do we want to do a movie? Or do we want to do a game? insert suspenseful Jeopardy music. Movie or a game? Yes. And by game, I mean something that anybody can join in, right? So, could be like a browser-based sort of community game like Gartic Phone um or like Jackbox games are always a fun choice. Frantic Fanfic is a really fun one too, if you're willing to do a little writing. So I don't want the game to exclude anybody. Board game online, yeah, we could that could definitely be a thing. Yeah, we could definitely do things like board game online. I'll leave that poll up for a little bit. Oh, another thing I should say. I should talk about while that poll is polling. I should talk about the agenda for this week. So today obviously is Dango News Monday. I want to keep that a reoccurring thing. Every Monday, I want to just talk about the previous week and the week to come because I think that makes sense. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I plan to do more Kimono Tea Time. But if I finish the game earlier, then, like, if I finish the game before, you know, my last stream of that game, then we'll pivot to something else. I'm thinking the other game I wanted to try playing is Cyberpunk, which is a very different game from Kimono Tea Time, but I figured, like, you know, it's another narrative sort of game, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Nah, same vibes. Same vibes. Of course. Right, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we'll do in gaming. Friday we'll do a degenerate game of some kind. I have one in mind. Wink wonk. Yeah, I have one in mind for Friday. I'll leave it as a surprise. It is actually a game I've played before, but I haven't finished it, and I have not played it with the streamer mode. So, it'll be kind of a new experience from the beginning. But it is a very novel experience, so I would like to play that on stream. Introduce that game to more people. And then Saturday, I'm actually doing a stream with Amewa Takashi. It's gonna be a ukulele party with a bunch of other VTubers that play ukulele, and we're gonna be yapping and talking about ukulele. I joined in last year, but I didn't stream my end of it. This year, I am streaming my end of it. So, yeah, that'll be fun. We'll be yapping about the ukulele and doing some playing of it, which will be pretty fun. And that'll be 1 hour earlier than my usual streams. So that'll be at 8 p.m. EDT. So that's a thing. We'll do our community night at some point, either before or after the stream. But that stream is supposed to start at 8 and go for 3 hours, it seems like. So I'm thinking we can do a community night before, maybe? We could do a community night before that stream. And then we go straight into the stream. How does that sound? Maybe? Or we could do after, if people are willing to stay late. That's another thing we can vote on after this poll. We can vote on timing. If we want to do before the stream or after the stream. Give me a time and I'll do my best to be there. Hell yeah. I appreciate it. But I do want to pick a time that'll work the best for as many people as possible that want to take part. So yeah. Hi Valdo. You lurking. Thanks for lurking. But yeah. So it looks like we are doing a game for community night this week. We love to see it. Next poll I'll do is just finished working. Hell yeah. Next poll we'll do is timing, if we want to do before the stream or after the stream. Before the stream, we'll have to kind of work on what time would work best for everybody. And after the stream, of course, it'll just be after the stream. Yeah. It'll be good times. So I think the winner is clear for this poll. I think I'll go ahead and call it that. Game wins. Okay. New poll. When community night? After the stream? It'll be on Saturday. Saturdays are my community nights. I'm writing up a poll right now. After ukulele stream, which will be starting at midnight basically. So technically Sunday. Before stream. Let's see. Okay. Alright, new poll up. When will the community night be? Will it be after the stream? Which will end up being at midnight. Yeah, for you it'll definitely be on Sunday, because time zone. Yeah. But the difference, I guess, is a matter of whether I do the collab stream I have and then we do a community night after it finishes, which is like it's supposed to go around like 3 hours or something, or I do the community night and then we go into our stream. So it's basically like a 3-hour difference, 4-hour, whatever. But if we do it beforehand, then our community night time gets capped until I get to the collab. Versus if we do after, then we just do our community night until everybody's tired or whatever. My time zone is EDT, so Eastern Daylight Time. So if that helps anybody do some math calculations and stuff. Yeah, you like being unrestrained. Real. Real. So yeah, that's another thing to consider this week. Yeah, what else should we vote on? We should vote on what game, of course. So let me compile the options while this poll is going. Oh, I should probably do this. There we go. You can see the poll. Yeah, so while the poll is going, what are our options for games? So we could do a Jackbox of some kind. We can do board game online. We can do Gardic Phone is always fun. Frantic Fanfic is also fun. We could do random like Kahoot. Kahoot shit. What else? Trying to think. I mean, those are the main options, really. And those are all fun options. But I love a good Jackbox game, personally. I'm always down to play Jackbox. And also Gardic Phone. You know, I like a good doodling shenanigans kind of game. But I know a lot of people are not a big fan of being put on the spot for drawing. It's kind of, you know, up to y'all. Oh, yeah. The pretend you're X, whatever the website is called, the Cards Against Humanity. Yeah. That's also a fun option. I'm also very much down for that. I should probably have added the poll option for, don't care. XXZZ. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The Cards Against Humanity clone. Yeah. I should have added an option in the poll to say like you don't care what time. But I did not. So should I recreate the poll with that? What do you guys think? I don't want people to hold back on voting just because they don't have a preference. But it does look like after is kind of slight lead. And you think I can consider results are in? Is everybody that wants to vote done voting? And if so, then I guess we'll consider it vote is in. We'll do the stream and then we'll go right into a community night. I'm thinking this week, since I'll have already been streaming the collab party thing, we'll just do the community night just in the Discord. And it'll be fun. Okay. We'll go ahead and end the poll then. You might have been working too long today without noticing. No! Make sure you don't overdo it. And you rest. Rest is important. Okay. Work 17 hours. Bro, you better go sleep. You better sleep soon. We'll do one more poll for now for community night. It's gonna be what game? We'll have the options of Gardic and Jackbox. Cards Against Humanity. Gardic, Jackbox, Against Humanity. What were other options that we talked about? Oh, board game online. I think those are our main contenders. We'll start the poll. Man, yeah, I had kind of a long freaking day today, too, I'm not gonna lie. Not like a 17-hour day, of course, but long for me. Just thought I'd stop by to say hello once more before I fully fall asleep. Hi, Quinn. Hi, Quinn. I appreciate. Hello. Have a good sleep. Wow. Yeah, I had kind of a... I woke up really early today, inadvertently. And then I just kind of stayed up for a long time. And then me and Lane went to a BMV to maybe get him a learner's permit. And they were closed! Has community night been decided? Yeah! So we've decided that for community night we'll be doing a game, and we'll do it after this collab stream that I have. So I have a collab stream on Saturday, where we will be talking about and maybe playing ukulele quite a bit. It's a VTuber ukulele party collab that I have. And that'll be at 8 p.m. EDT at Eastern time. So 1 hour earlier than the usual stream time at 9 p.m. And we're thinking about after that stream, we will jump into our community night activity. So that'll be the collab is supposed to run about 3 hours. If it ends earlier, then we'll just roll with that and go into our community night. Otherwise, after 3 hours, we'll go and we'll do some gaming. And I'm thinking that the community night aspect of it, we'll just keep it to the Discord. So if you want to participate, join my Discord if you haven't already. But yeah. And now we're just voting on what game we want to play for our community night. And it looks like Cards Against Humanity is in the lead. So, yeah. So we'll have the community night in the Discord after the stream on Saturday. Yeah, it seems like Cards might be the winner here. But I'll give it a few more minutes for people to cast their votes. How do you vote? There should be a poll here on Twitch. It might say in the chat what current poll, what game. You can press the arrow next to that and pull down the poll and vote. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be more helpful advice if you're on mobile. Voted. Yay! Okay. Got it. Now we got a few more votes. And your data went out for a bit. No! What's happening? Okay. So, we're voting. We're voting on what game to play for community night on Saturday. And, yeah. Voting time. Yeah. But yeah, I was up for so long. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle, jangle. Jingle, jangle, jingle. Jingle, jingle, jangle. Look at the keys. Okay, now I'm gonna sleep because I'm exhausted. Nighty night. Nighty night, night. Nighty night, night. Quinn. Have a good night. You're gonna have a... Blah. Yeah. Yeah, so today was a super long and boring day for me. Like I said, we went to the BMV to get Elaine learner's permit, and they were freaking closed today, so we just had to hike our asses back home. And it was so fucking hot outside too. Blah, 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 blah. It was so hot and stinky. Thank you, Cherry. Thanks for resubbing. 42 months, bro. That's crazy. Wow. And you got a branch for your troubles. How's it going, Cherry? We're voting on a community night game if you want to cast in a vote, but I have a feeling I have a feeling Cards Against Humanity might win. What is this dramatic music playing? Oh my gosh, it's literally called Turmoil. There we go. Yay! Fishing! What are you gonna get? Blue discus. Blue dickus. Barracuda. Wow. Yeah, it definitely seems like Cards Against Humanity might win. So I think that's what we're gonna be doing on Saturday. So on Saturday, to recap on Saturday, yeah, okay. To recap for Saturday, I'll be doing the VTuber Ukulele Party collab at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then we'll go straight into doing community night activities in the Discord after the stream, where we will play Cards Against Humanity, or the website that pretend you're whatever it's called. XXZZZY, XYZ, XZZZY, what? Letters. XXZZ. Yeah. So that sounds like that is our plan for Saturday. And so, ow. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that. I like how I just go completely, just... I just die whenever I drink. Thanks for the head pats. Man, what else did I want to mention? There were other things I wanted to mention. Oh, of course, how could I forget? How could I forget? Oh, thanks for another hydrate and the head pats and the that was hot. That was so hot. Oh my god. Wow. That was... wow. Anyway, how could I forget to mention... How could I forget to mention that I have a plan in the works for potentially an event. I'm gonna go ahead and end this poll, by the way. Okay. I have plans for a potential event. I'm still deciding on the specifics for the event. But the TLDR is I'm planning on hosting a subathon. Woo! Yeah, I'm planning on hosting an uncapped subathon. So, the way that'll work is I'll have a timer that will you can increase the timer by subbing, bidding, that kind of thing. And it'll start off. I will start the timer at 24 hours. So at the very minimum, we are getting a 24-hour Dango stream. And during that time, I'll have various goals and incentives. So if you gift subs and stuff, then you'll get some incentives for that I am planning out. If we reach like a certain total number of subs, or we reach like number of subs during the subathon, different goals we met. So I have things like just some ideas that I came up with is I have a karaoke stream planned if I hit a certain sub goal. I have a horror game stream planned. I'm really bad with horror, so that's gonna be like, you know, that's gonna be like a torture stream basically. So if you want to see Dango torture. I have things like eating an entire raw onion. I will do that if I hit that sub goal. Things like that, you know, and also other like really exciting like there's a project that there's been a project that me and Cherry have worked on for a long time, and I'm thinking about making the release of this thing a sub goal as well, for, you know, good kick in the ass to get us to finish the thing and then release it, right? So yeah, just lots of incentives, and I'm still actively taking suggestions. I did see in the Discord some D&D one-shot suggestions, so I might add that in there as well. But yeah, so I am planning on doing that, and I will have more information coming about this soon, but I'm planning on starting it August 15th is when I'm gonna plan to start my uncapped subathon, and it'll go for as long as the timer remains. So as long as that timer keeps going up, I will keep streaming, and I will have to probably take breaks to, not probably, definitely, it's gonna be hopefully multiple days. So I'll have to do sleeping on stream and everything, taking breaks to go eat and, like, you know, sustain myself. But yeah, that's the idea. So yeah, I figured so August 14th is when I officially it's my last day at my job. So that means August 15th I am officially beginning my unemployment arc. Hi Lemma, no worries. I'm just talking about the uncapped subathon that I'm planning for August 15th. So it's like a celebration of sorts, to mark the unemployment arc in my life. Yeah. So hopefully, the idea is to have some. Yeah, I did mention it in the Discord. Yeah, to get some suggestions for goals and incentives you guys would like to see. I'm still taking those suggestions, by the way. I have most of my goals planned out, but I have to make a bunch of stretch goals as well. So I'm still coming up with stuff for that, but as soon as I have that ironed out a little bit, as soon as I have them ironed out, then I will start posting and advertising and stuff like that. Yeah, the idea is hopefully to get maybe some eyes on my channel, and of course, you know, gather subs and whatnot. Um, you know, just starting off the arc, you know, on a good foot, trying to make sure I can have the best chance of making this sustainable as possible. So, yeah. So when I have the advertising graphics set up and all of that, when I start advertising it, tell your friends if you'd like. Yeah, thank you, Lemma. Yeah. So, it's my I've done like a quote-unquote subathon before, but it was kind of like a weird subathon. It was a YouTube subathon, so it was just basically like a follow-thon, and it was just it wasn't an uncapped one. I was just doing it like I was just doing them in separate streams. But so I've never done like an uncapped thing before. Nonetheless, have I, you know, much less have I done a 24-hour stream before, so that'll be interesting. Um, yeah, I'm excited. So that's a big plan I have. But yeah, yeah, and it'll be 20. It'll be like uncapped. It'll be non-stop. So, um, it'll be hard to miss me during that time. I'll be online for a long time. And like I said, I'm gonna start the subathon timer at 24 hours. So even if I don't get any subs, minimum, it's still gonna be a 24-hour stream. So that's gonna be crazy. Well, I'll try my best to survive that. I'll be very tired probably. But hopefully the some of the incentives and goals will be fun. I try to have some that I can do right away. Like eating the whole raw onion. That'll be pretty fun. That'll be a good way to wake up. I'm doing it because I have kind of a goal. Like the final goal I have right now is set to 200 subs, which is still kind of, you know, a stretch, but in the off chance that me being in a subathon will bring more viewers, I do want to have like a contingency plan, like if that gets hit, so I'm gonna make a stretch goal list as well. But the idea is one tier 1 sub will be plus 15 minutes, because if we get to a 200 sub, then that means if they're all tier 1 subs, that's plus 48 hours. so, so I figure that's a pretty good, like, ratio there. 15 minutes up for one tier 1 sub. If it's a tier 3 sub, then it's an hour. So, yeah. Definitely, yeah. I'll have more graphics coming out for it, but you know what? I'll read off some of them. I haven't completed the template yet, but I am gonna pull up my template so I can read off some of the goals that I have there. Let me pull it up. Figma balls. A good subathon should last at least a year. Oh my god. Can you imagine a stream that lasts an entire year, like non-stop? Crazy work. Still loading in my template. It's kind of a big template. Okay. Yeah, so some other goals I have. Some other goals that I have. Choosing my pizza order. So you get to put whatever the fuck you want on a pizza and make me eat it. Including shit like sardines and pineapple in the same pizza. Great. Karaoke stream. Some things I want to do, like live during the thing. So like chat choosing a tweet for me to put out into the ether, or it could be a really embarrassing one if you want. Taking some kind of live IQ test. Then also things like, you know, scheduling the next karaoke stream or the next, you know, horror game stream. I'll put that in the next. I'll plan that stream after the subathon, or you know, also ASMR stream is also a goal incentive that I have there. I also have reading the Book of Mormon out loud for an hour. That's something that that can be a sub goal. I'm sure you would love to hear me reading the Book of Mormon for an hour. Choosing the next outfit, choosing the next like piece of artwork, including, you know, whatever kind of artwork you want of Dango, choosing the next one that I can get done. Or adding nya at the end of every sentence for the rest of the subathon is a goal incentive I have in there. Just to kind of give you a taste of some of the ideas I have floating around in there. Yeah, and then I also need to come up with some stretch goals too. But oh yeah, make me bark. Nya speak. Yeah. What goal is that one by chance? The Nya one? I have it set at 170 subs. So kind of a hefty number. But I do have that set at 170. What's so funny is that I have that set as a higher goal than the reading of the Book of Mormon. It'll take fewer subs to get me to read the Book of Mormon than it does to get me to Nya. One sub. One sub and I'll just... Oh my gosh. Let me get some overtime real quick. I'm glad it's the Nya speak that's motivating people and not the eating an onion. Which, you know, honestly, look, I've never sat there and tried to eat a raw onion like that, like a whole onion. I've never tried that before, but I don't know. I like onions, so maybe I'll be fine. I don't know. I was also considering adding, like, eating a raw lemon. Like, not raw lemon, of course you don't really cook lemons, but you know what I mean. Like, eating a whole lemon. But does that include the peel? Do I want to put myself through eating the peel? Maybe. If it's for subs, I'll do it. I'll do it for the subs. I do that on a normal day. It's not that bad, but halfway through you aren't gonna have fun. Okay. And you know what? Maybe it will be like the... Maybe it will be like a, oh, this is nice, until it's not. We'll see. But, that's a thing on the... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let me see something really cool. Yeah. But yeah, so... I'm also thinking about having special rewards for the top 3 gifters by the end of the subathon. I haven't decided on that yet, but again, if you have suggestions for what the top 3 gifters should get, let me know. I'm definitely thinking about giving out VIP, some bragging rights, Discord roles or whatever. And then also maybe I'll like do some kind of like giveaway of something. I think that'd be fun. Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. Just don't harm thyself, please. Once you reach a limit, you have every right to stop. Noted. Thank you. I'll try not to go too far, of course. But I do wanna have some Because I know people love torturing their streamers. I know people love it. And I'm willing to do a little bit of a little goofy shenanigans kind of torture. um, I'm willing to do some silly things. Torturing? No, no, no. We call that love. Yes, yes. Exactly, exactly. Yes, yes, love. Yeah, so that's the that's the idea that I'm cooking up right now. Um, yeah. So once I have more information on that, or I have ironed out all my goals and stuff, I will post that everywhere, and yeah, hopefully I can learn how to advertise. Does anyone happen to have an advertising background by any chance? Asking for a friend. um, yeah, I would like to get a bunch of eyes on the subathon so that we could have a successful event. Either way, just, you know, either way it'll be successful because I'll have some rats there and we'll be having fun anyway. And either way, it's gonna be a 24-hour stream, so that's gonna be a interesting time. Anyway, but you know, yeah, it is kind of like my Hail Mary, I'm unemployed sort of event. So hopefully, hopefully it'll work out. Yes, yes. Um, yeah. But yeah, that'll be starting August 15th, the day after my last day at work. And I believe August 15th falls on a Saturday. Yes, it falls on a Saturday. So, yeah. Um, yeah. That's in terms of like news and announcements, that's about all I got today. Yeah. Um, yeah. So guys, I know I haven't really been streaming a lot today. I haven't been streaming very long. But I will say that for advertising, you'll be able to ask for Twitch from 2020. Yeah, I'm nowhere near partnership, unfortunately, though. For partnership, I think I need an average concurrent viewer count of like 75 for like 6 days or something like that. So I'm nowhere near there, unfortunately. Maybe one day I would like to partner push, but right now, yeah. You'd say 3 months away. I mean, that would be pretty nice if that's the case. If I could get to that in 3 months, that would be pretty epic. But I have no idea. We'll see after the subathon. Maybe the subathon will be my big break or something. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I know I haven't. This has been kind of a short Dango News Monday stream, but to be fair, I'm really freaking tired. I woke up. Let's see, how many hours ago was that? I got up. Let me do some quick maths. Can't think. Like 16 hours ago. So I'm tired. I'm kind of tired. And then before that I only got like 2 hours of sleep. So yeah. So I know I try to do 4 hours for all my streams. And I was kind of, before the stream, I was kind of racking my brain if I should keep the news stream kind of short today, or if I should stick to my 4 hours. I'm very stubborn with that. I always feel like if I come up with a routine, I have to stick with it, and if I don't, then it's a problem for me. I always feel bad about backing down on a routine. But to be fair, I'm gonna do some copium. I did originally plan on only doing 5 days a week. So either way, it's still kind of in line with my original plan. I don't know. I'll get better sleep tonight and prepare more adequately for my streams for the rest of the week, so I can get my 4 hours in. But again, I guess Mondays news, it's fine. The news is usually short anyway, so I'll try not to make a habit of it. But I'm glad you guys were here regardless, and I'm glad we could talk about the news and all these upcoming ideas I have. Yeah! Ow! Thanks for the hydrate. Yeah, I'm running a little bit on fumes, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. Wow! Bald! 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 Ow! Ow! Wow. Oh my gosh. My eyes! Rat taxes and padding and hydrates and bald. Thank you all. But yeah. Woo! Yeah, I think I'm going to... Thanks for the rat tax. I think I'm going to call it for Dango News Monday. A little bit shorter than usual, like quite a bit shorter than usual, like I said, but I'm tired. I'm friggin' tired. So, and I got other things I'm gonna start cooking, like working on my sub goals. My subathon goals. That's the project I'm working on, and I got some comms I gotta work on too, and all this good stuff. So yeah. Yay! I'll get better sleep tomorrow. I appreciate you guys being here. And I think we should raid into somebody. Who's live? Who up? Who up? Let's see. We have a few options for raiding. Looks like Oogie. Looks like Moogie is live. Do we want to raid into Moogie again? How do we feel? They're playing, he's playing Tomodachi Live. Isn't that fun? Yeah, Moogie pretty cool. We can raid into, Moogie again. Let's do it. I'm starting the raid. Let's do the raid message thing. Let me do that. Okay. Let's go say hi to Moogie. Let's be nice, polite little rats. And say hi to Moogie and say our raid message because I worked hard on it. We worked hard on it. made a single command for it. Yeah, steal his toes! Clip his toenails! Oh my god. Don't scare everybody away! His toenails will be ours. No, 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 snacky. Snacking on the toenails. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, I'll see y'all over there. Crazy work. I gotta, where's my button? Okay. Bye!